Denver 7 On Demand is brought to you by Ferguson and BAC Appliance Center, the best in bath, kitchen, and lighting for your home.
I'm Brian Sanders.
And I'm Molly Hendrickson. Here's the latest from Denver 7. More than 30 years ago, the disappearance and search for the 12-year-old girl you see here on your screen captivated Coloradans fearing the worst.
12-year-old Janelle Matthews disappeared from her Greeley home 1 month ago today. It believes she's the victim of a kidnapping.
That was 1984. Fast forward 3 decades now, and the discovery of Janelle Matthews' remains is now captivating the nation. They were found at a Weld County oil site Tuesday.
Denver 7's Micah Smith explains this has been a long wait for Janelle's family searching for answers.
We talked to Janelle Matthews' sister, Jennifer Mogensen, and she described for us through the years seeing the age progression pictures of her sister on missing persons posters at local stores across Greeley. She says that experience was startling, but even more startling is finding out after 34 years her sister's remains were found. Greeley police announced Thursday afternoon that they had positively identified the remains of Janelle after they were discovered near an oil site in Weld County. Janelle was just 12 years old when she went missing after a choir concert on December 20th, 1984. Last year, Greeley police reopened the case, hoping that they could use new technology to try to solve it. Mogensen says her family is so grateful for the relentless police work that led to the crack in this case.
It's surreal, it's sad, but in the same time we're grateful for some closure. And it brings up other questions as well, but we are just so appreciative of all that the Greeley Police Department has done.
Mogensen mentioned some closure because police are still searching for the person responsible. They say if anyone knows anything, please give them a call. Reporting in Denver, Micah Smith, Denver 7.
Micah, thank you. We have a news alert to be on the lookout for the driver of a Dodge Ram van who took off after hitting and critically hurting a bicyclist. This happened off Arapahoe Road in Boulder near the Baseline Reservoir. State police say this happened over the weekend. They don't know what color the van was, only that it's model year 2000. It will likely have front-end damage. In Denver, cyclists are sending a strong message to the city and to drivers. Stop killing us. They spray painted that message and another that read, another slain bicyclist, where a woman was hit and killed Wednesday. This was near Marion and Bayard, near the Denver Country Club. Bicyclists say there is a big need for more protected bike lanes in that area.
For the most part, except for some of the intersections, they kind of get a bit sketchy because the lines kind of disappear and then you don't know where the car's supposed to go or where the people are supposed to go, or like bikers, I guess.
The driver of the dump truck who hit and killed the woman has been cited for careless driving, resulting in death.
As our Colorado grows, our ski resorts have gone from being winter destinations to year-round places to visit. But after 10 years straight of growing summer crowds, this year there's been a slight decline. While prices have gone up more than 3%, occupancy is actually down more than 5%. Experts say big swings in the stock market and talks of a potential interest rate increase are weighing on tourists.
And it makes them a little bit worried about rate, makes them plan a little bit shorter instead of further in advance, and it makes them perhaps look for something that's a little bit more affordable.
Experts will now be watching to see how resorts strike the balance between maintaining visitors and maintaining revenues for the remaining summer months. Of course, winter still rules the mountain towns, and to ease traffic headaches along I-70, CDOT is now launching weekend bus service to the mountains called the Snow Stang. It will run from Denver's Union Station to several mountain resorts from December to April, and you'll even be able to go on popular holidays like over Christmas for $25. Come next August, the Snow Stang will take hikers to Estes Park for just $10.
33,000 Coloradans could lose food stamp benefits if a new federal program takes effect. President Trump announced the plan Tuesday. The state says the cuts could severely impact 7,000 people over the age of 60 and 11,000 children. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says this is intended to eliminate a loophole that allows people to game the system. The states that use it say it's a way to broaden the definition of those in need. Right now, this is just a proposal.
Denver's Union Station is holding a grand reopening today. It's been 5 years now since the Great Hall was remodeled and a hotel was added to the upper floors. About 28,000 people pass through Union Station each day to ride the buses and trains, eat at the restaurants and shop at the stores. Union Station has 14 Colorado-based restaurants and retailers there. And we've learned some of the secrets of Union Station. While most of the seating inside is new, workers saved 2 of the original benches. They're on the north wall of Union Station. And you know how we always lose stuff in our couch cushions? Well, the same happens at Union Station. Those old bus tickets, coins, and notes have now been framed and turned into artwork. It's on the 2nd floor. Union Station used to be 2 floors and an attic. It's now 4 floors, and the 3 upper floors are the Crawford Hotel. The rooms in the attic area, though, even have the original wood timbers inside. You can read more about the secrets to Union Station on our free Denver 7 app.
We hear announcements all the time about businesses choosing to locate in our Colorado. Long ago, Broomfield announced it had landed IKEA, a big headline at the time. 2 years later, still no store, but one viewer noticed some action on the site and asked, "What's that?" Denver 7's Micah Smith went to Broomfield to find out.
The Highway 7 corridor close to I-25 is seeing quite a few new businesses pop up. Remember when Broomfield leaders announced IKEA was coming too? Janine P. emailed us asking, "What's that? Is IKEA still coming to Broomfield at Highway 7 and Highway 25? Broomfield Mayor Randy Aarons says yes, but it won't open by the original estimate, 2021. The company announced it was doing some restructuring, and that included creating smaller stores in smaller markets. A couple of years ago, IKEA announced plans to open 12 stores across the U.S. Then, IKEA announced it was scrapping plans for 3 of those cities. Broomfield made the short list, and IKEA already owns the property. Mayor Aaron says IKEA hopes to get a lot of shoppers through the door at this location.
This area is growing rather quickly. It's part of the I-25 Highway 7, and over the next 15 years, we'll probably see 60,000 new people moving.
Mayor Aaron says the store owns a total of 120 acres, more than they need for the actual store. Aaron says surveyors have been out recently to check out the land, but still no word on when construction will actually start. In Broomfield, Micah Smith, Denver 7.
If you have a question about a development coming to your community, we want to hear about it. Send us an email to rco@thedenverchannel.com. Don't forget to put "What's that?" in the subject line.
Do you have any bicycles that your family has outgrown? A local Boy Scout wants the bikes, whether they work or not, to help children, veterans, and the homeless.
We've gotten to my initial goal of around 50 bikes, and we've collected around 57 bikes so far, but I'm hoping to get around 100 bikes now.
So Kyle's next bike drive is Sunday at the Castle Rock Farmers Market from 8 a.m. to 1 p.m. Donated bikes will go to Second Chance Bicycle Shop. The bike drive is part of Kyle's Eagle Scout project. And then tomorrow afternoon, for the first time since training camp opened, you can watch your favorite Broncos players inside Broncos Stadium at Mile High.
So this is a great opportunity for families hoping to bring their kids to Mile High for the first time.
Yeah, while it's free, though, Denver 7's Eric Lufer explains why you can't just show up and walk in.
You'll still have to get tickets. That way the Broncos can see how many people they need to accommodate when it comes to concessions and staffing. But remember, it's a free download. It is free to get into training camp tomorrow here at Broncos Stadium at Mile High. The Broncos, they could accommodate 75,000 people, but they'll be happy with filling up that bottom bowl if they can, just like they did in 2014, the last time we saw this happen, the last time we had training camp at Broncos Stadium. 21,000 people showed up when Peyton Manning was at the helm, number 18. By the way, you can expect typical stadium protocols if you go tomorrow. It's from 2:15 to 4:15, gates open at 12:15. Now let's talk about the regular season. The price of tickets, really not too bad. The home opener, it's kind of pricey, but on Sunday, October 13th, when Tennessee comes to town, I found some tickets. Yeah, and the nosebleeds, but you can still go to the game, $88. So, you know, this year, not too bad. It would be worse if the Broncos had some winning seasons ahead of this season, but not this time. But this year is going to be a winning season. I got a good feeling. I'm Eric Lufer, Denver 7.
And hopefully a good feeling about this weekend weather.
Yeah, it looks good. I'll show you what to expect for training camp at Mile High tomorrow, coming up in just a minute. If you're heading out to the pool today, it's going to be a better day for the pool. Yesterday, we had some pretty good storms and quite a bit of rain through the afternoon. Today is going to be warmer and drier. There will be a better chance, though, for some thunderstorms on Saturday tomorrow. Starting off with the blue sky, it's a beautiful start statewide. You're going to find a lot of sunshine this morning. A very bright drive early on, but we'll see temperatures climb to near 80 degrees by about 10 o'clock. And then into the 90s this afternoon. So it will be a few degrees warmer. Between 2 and 5 o'clock, we'll be at around 90 to 95 up and down the Front Range. With an increase in cloud cover, there will be a slight chance for a storm or two to roll east. But if we see a few storms today, likely it's going to be in the mountains. And no real risk of severe weather. You can see here in the lighter green where we'll see some general thunderstorms. This here up and through Nebraska and that eastern edge, southeastern edge of Wyoming is where we could see some severe weather. On the Super 7-day this weekend, again tomorrow, that training camp out at Mile High starts at 2:15, from 2:15 to 4:15, and we are expecting temperatures to be near 90 by the start of training camp. Storms will develop during the game, so we'll have to track that and see how that could impact those the thousands that are going to be out at Mile High. Sunday, we're in the upper 80s. It's going to be a pretty good afternoon for barbecuing. Right around 6 o'clock, temperatures will be in the 80s on Sunday. We will see about a 20% chance again for a few storms, but really over the next 3 days, from today through Sunday, Saturday will likely be your best bet at getting wet in the afternoon. Monday, we're at 90, and you guys, it does look warmer and drier, pretty hot by Tuesday with a high of 95.
Thank you, Lisa, and thank you for watching this Denver 7 Now update.
Make sure you check back here later today for another update and download the Denver 7 app for breaking news and alerts. Happy Friday.